question 5.4 states rewrite the program in figure 5, which is this one here with loads of inputs, so that it achieves the same result but uses an iteration structure that contains only one input. So this is testing our knowledge of iteration, and because we need 5 inputs essentially, just using one statement, I know I'm going to have to do a for loop. You don't have to do a for loop, but it's an easy way of doing this. Your answer must be written in Python code. You should use indentation, etc., etc. We're looking at 5 marks for this. It's quite a lot of marks for quite a simple algorithm. So the first thing I'm going to have to do is have a quick check on this and see what it does. So we've got 5 inputs. They're added together and we print the total. So we're going to have to fulfill that. So I'm going to start on the second line. Just in case I need to put something up here, I always start on the second line. Even the third line is a good place to start. So let me start my for loop. Really easy to remember how a for loop works. So it's for I in range, and then we put our range in the brackets. So I'm going to go from 0 to 5. This is inclusive. This is exclusive. So it's going to loop 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, which is actually 5 times. That's going to loop. Okay, remember this is inclusive, this is exclusive. Close the bracket, and then I'm going to put a colon, and I'm going to indent here. I'm going to leave a gap just in case I need to pop something in here. It's good practice to leave that gap because you might need to add into your algorithm. They give you loads and loads of space here. So if I leave my gap here, I'm going to do my input statement. So it's going to be num equals int input. I'm just going to put enter num, enter number, colon, 2 brackets to close. So that's going to loop 5 times, and it's going to ask that question, but it's not at the moment. It's not going to do anything with it. So what I need to do is I need to make a total value like they have here, which adds up the numbers. I don't really need to state the separate numbers because I've got num as my variable. So I'm just going to do total. Now, what you're probably looking at is you know that I've invented total within the for loop. It's not going to accept that in Python. So I'm going to say total equals total. I need to add something to my algorithm. Total equals total plus num. Because it goes in and out of the for loop and checks, asks for the num each time, I can just add the number that's entered to the total value. And then I'm going to print, not there actually, I'm going to print the total out of the for loop. Print the total, like it did in the first one. What I've got to do, because I've just invented total here and I'm using it, I've got to assign a value to total here. So I'm just going to put total equals 0. And I believe that would work in Python. I've left a gap here. That's absolutely fine. And you can leave gaps all over the place, just in case you need to go in and add things to your algorithm. I believe that's 5 marks.